Man, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Baldwin again. We back with another episode of the Church Nerds Podcast. You already know who's on here. We got my man Andre Buford. We got the ref tonight, Norman Heath. We got Dre's Whack, Pastor B, Gabe Jordan, and we got our man Darrell Walls. Our guy Brandon Travis couldn't make it on tonight. It's all good. We'll see him next time. But listen, man, we are excited to be on here. And we got a little fun tonight, man. Since y'all love the 90s verses so much, we're going to do another verses tonight. And since the NBA playoffs is going on, we are going to do a versus who's the GOAT between some of these people. Now, I know some of y'all that's in the comments, y'all going to be chiming in so much. This is going to be fun, okay? This is gonna be fun. We all got our statistics, and y'all already know which verses that we gonna do last, because that could be a whole episode by itself. We gonna wait for that, but we got a few other verses, man, between some dominant big men and a classic matchup that we all have talked about before. And if we got time, video game wrestling, we got a DLC verses if we got time tonight. So we're gonna turn it over to the referee, Deacon Norm, man. What's our first matchup on tonight?
All right. We're gonna bring it to the stage here. Everybody, got your stats ready. We want a nice, clean fight. Okay, we don't no rabbit punches. I know it's boxing, but I don't care.
I was just wondering.
Gabe had the Bishop Jordan face. Let me stop playing around.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm changing Pastor B's name. He changed his name. Basketball IQ is 0.
Just in case you didn't know. So
as long as you know who these people are, that's all that matters.
Well, we're usually not responsible for what comes out of Dre's mouth. Tonight, you will not be responsible for what comes out of my mouth. Just blame it on the basketball.
That's our opinion. What he says is not our opinion. No,
it's not our opinion.
0. It will just be my opinion.
That's fair.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Something new for the people. Okay, first up on the docket, we have classic matchup. Going first, we got Shaq Diesel, number 34. Going up against the master of the skyhook, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Laker versus Laker.
Laker versus Laker.
Wow. 33-34.
All right, first up on the docket, Jay, who you got, man? Who you got?
Man, first of all, let's just say these are two of the most dominant big men that have ever played the game of basketball. Okay, if y'all know, and some of us weren't born during the time Kareem was playing, but we all know this man had one move that everybody knew was coming, and they still could not stop it. They could not stop it. Captain of the captain of the skyhook. He's called the captain for a reason till this day, as the Lakers. All right, that's the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But on the other side, man, I watched Shaq growing up, and this man was unstoppable. So it didn't make any sense for his size to just bully people the way he did. I'm going with Shaq only because I grew up watching him. Like and he's still relevant to this day. Like him being on Inside the NBA with Ernie, Kenny, and Charles and all them. Like he's a DJ. He has a master's degree. He has a doctorate. Like, but overall, his basketball.
Wait, we talking about education or basketball?
No, none of that matters.
He got a certification.
He can rap. He has rap albums.
He just put a new track out.
Let this man bring whatever he wants to into the table.
I gotta make sure I get everything out there, just in case if Shaq ever sees this, man, he'll
got glasses
and leave y'all.
He got glasses.
Icy hot. He's got icy hot. He's got the General commercial. He's got everything.
Kareem got 8 kids.
But man, Shaq, I'm going with Shaq, man. This man is just dominant, man. It makes no sense. He's a 4-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA MVP, Finals MVP, NBA MVP, 15-time All-Star. I mean, his list is just ridiculous, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Retired number 34 for the Lakers and for the Miami Heat, winning championships with them. I'm just going with Shaq Diesel, man. He's just unstoppable. That's my pick. Diesel.
All right. One for Shaq. All right, Dre, who you got, man?
Man, I'm not last, bro. This is so exciting.
Oh, no. This is the ref show. So on the ref, I'm going to give you justice.
Okay. There
Yeah,
we go.
Norm
There we
Charge.
go. Appreciate you, Norm. Appreciate you.
That was a lot of Willow Tree shade towards Jay.
I see that tree not in the back, Brian. I'm gonna go with Kareem. I like Shaq. Don't get me wrong. Shaq is he diesel. You know what I'm saying? He's power. Mostly just power. I would say skill too, but I'll give that to Kareem just because. I'm sorry, man. That sky hook just it was so elegant and of course, I mean, across the board, Kareem points, assists, blocks. I mean, it's all Kareem, so it's like, I understand it was in two different eras, but I mean, come on, Kareem played with Lambert. You know what I'm saying? He played with Dr. J. He was in the tall,
Wilt
skinny
Chamberlain,
man.
Bill Russell.
Shaq's era wasn't bad either, but I don't think it's anything compared to Kareem's era to me personally. So I'm gonna have to go with Kareem on this one. Shouts out, he's definitely a close second, Shaq. But Kareem definitely for me.
All right, one for Kareem, and you did mention Lambert. You can look at Lambert's face right now.
Yeah,
stunned.
he can't do nothing.
What's going on?
He didn't even. If you look at the picture, Lambert didn't even attempt to put his hand up. He was like,
What are we gonna do?
I was like, forget it.
All he can do is hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Right.
All right. Next up, Darrell. Who you got, brother?
I'm gonna agree with Dre on this one. I am going Kareem. I feel like, this is sort of that battle of power versus finesse. This is that which game is better. I feel like let's say if they were facing each other, Shaq would have a harder time stopping Kareem than Kareem would have stopping Shaq. Shaq, all you have to do is if you keep Shaq from the rim, it's over. There's nothing else left for him to do. Like that, he's not he doesn't have the sky hook. He doesn't have, no kind of shot, going up. And then, they both played about what? I think Shaq 19 seasons, Kareem about 20, 21 seasons. But if you look at the stats overall, when it comes to points, rebounds, minutes, you're talking maybe 1 or 2 seasons difference, but Kareem just dominated him. He has about 10,000 more points, about 4,000 more rebounds. I definitely say that hook, you just can't stop this guy hook. There's nothing Shaq would have been able to do with that.
Man,
can't stop the sky hook. All right, you got 2 for Kareem, 1 for Shaq. All right, now Gabe, I heard you played basketball, so I expect an in-depth analysis here, brother. What you got, bro?
In-depth analysis. Let me start this off by saying this. Shaq is probably the most dominant basketball player that has ever played when it comes to just being pure dominant. Shaq's peak literally is eclipsed by no one. There were literally 5 years straight where you had Shaq averaging double-digit rebounds to where he just wasn't like no one can stop, completely unstoppable. And I have to push back on you, Darrell, when you say all you have to do is keep him from the rim because he just be dunking.
I didn't say it's easy. Don't get me wrong.
No.
It's easy.
Yeah, because people don't realize how massive Shaq's footwork was, how quick he was, and his baby hook. It wasn't a sky hook, but he had a legit baby hook. But with that being said, Jay for you to pick Shaq over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is absolutely crazy. Great. Let me just put up some stats for y'all. Rookie of the year, member of 6 NBA championship team, 6-time NBA MVP, 2 times Finals MVP, 19-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champion. And this isn't even including his college stats. 3 national championships and only lost 1 game during his whole college career.
What
are we talking about?
Don't be bringing up them stats. We're not.
What are we? No, what are we talking about? And did I forget to mention LeBron James, the one we love so much, who is now the leading scorer of the NBA in totality? Guess who held that record for 20 plus years? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Not to mention, Shaq was never first team defense at all.
I'm looking at it. What you sent, Dre, and I'm looking. I can't believe Shaq has never been on a.
Yeah, that's actually a shock.
Hey, we don't do no can't believe here. We do facts. We do facts. This man, with all of that, no one has came close to. Karl Malone came close. But he aged out. His body couldn't take it no more. So he just had to get it. He said, there's no way I'm getting this record. I might as well retire. This man has held this record for longer than most of us has been born. It's not competition.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'm looking at these stats. Shaq wasn't even a blocks leader. Kareem was a block.
Well, this is solely predicated. We could do stats, but this is solely your personal decision.
Yeah,
like So don't let Gabe talk you out of your choice.
No, this is payback from last week.
Exactly.
The only reason
payback from last week.
Payback. That's why you didn't bring the poll back, huh?
No, don't try to bring up the poll now. We talk about basketball. Hey, I own that poll. It's good. We talking about basketball.
That's funny.
God. Listen,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for me, Norm.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I'm not disagreeing with Andre, Darrell, and Gabe.
What's your pick?
Absolutely, but I'm picking Shaq only because that's all I know when I was growing up and playing basketball was Shaq. His name was everywhere. Every highlight that I seen and watching him live, no one was stopping him in the post. Nobody. There was Yao Ming tried to come along. They tried to put a whole Yao Ming versus Shaq thing.
This man brought up Yao Ming.
Okay, so it sounds like you like him because of good marketing.
Well, let's be honest. None of us
blue chips. He was in Shazam.
Let's be honest. None of us outside of probably Norman and Brian was in the Kareem era. So we Look, respectfully. I don't know. Look, I was going. I didn't want to ask y'all age on I just took a.
You just made an assumption.
I can't say you're wrong because I was probably a little boy.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
But you still got to witness him on Box Top TV.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. All right. So we got 3 for Kareem. Jay, stand on your square, brother. Maybe Brian will be there with you. Brian, who you got, man?
Well, as
I got Tom Brady.
In my tagline, my basketball IQ is actually negative. It's actually negative, but 0, I think, is as low as they'll let me go. So I'm gonna rely on my homie Chat GPT to give me some this week's episode Sponsored
Like,
by
give me an
Chat
argument.
GPT. No, but Shaq and Kareem. Shaq known for his dominance. Kareem known for his skill. I think that's been said. And really just kind of all come down to preference. So, since it's preference, my mom bought me a pair of Shaqs when I was younger.
That's the Shaqs, man.
I'm going with Shaq.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
That's not fair.
In
Kareem
all
didn't have a
commonality,
shoe, so
that's
not
fair. That's fair.
That's more the reason why I can't choose him. He ain't had no shoes.
In all commonality, that's fair, man. I can't be mad at that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so looking like Kareem won the battle by a landslide. So
No, barely. He just had one.
hey, a win is a win, brother.
Well, Norman's trying to tell you he secretly picked Kareem too.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Well, apparently I was in his era, so I mean,
There you go. It's only right.
it's only right.
Only right.
All right. Good battle. All right, next up on the charts, pull them up here. We have going back to the classics. So we're gonna see how this one rolled out. It was so good, it was a video game. Larry Bird,
Larry Legend.
Magic Johnson, Irwin, Magic Johnson.
They got a whole documentary on this one.
Oh yeah, this is a good one right here. So
And the show.
So we'll flip it around, go backwards. Gabe, who you got?
Give me Magic Johnson.
Magic, baby. Well,
Give me Irvin Magic Johnson. And let me start this out by saying this. If it wasn't for Larry Bird,
Magic lived right down the street from him. That's what
that's my uncle. He ain't know it though.
Tell us something we don't know.
Let me start this out by saying that both Larry Bird and Magic Johnson historically has been credited for literally saving the game of basketball, saving the NBA. Before their rise, the finals games or playoff games weren't even live broadcasted. They were pre-recorded, which means we didn't find out who won the NBA championship until 3 to 4 days later. So because of them, they literally revolutionized the game. With that being said, I'm going to have to go with Magic Johnson. Arguably the best point guard to ever play. Brung flash to the game. The first rookie to ever win MVP in a finals. Because Kareem Abdul, the guy who we just talked about, ended up leaving with an injury. So Magic took it upon himself to play all 5 positions throughout that game and ended up winning MVP as a rookie. 5 championships, multiple All-Stars. Now I believe he's top 6 in assists because LeBron has passed him this year. Go James. But that's neither here or there. But yeah. Magic Johnson, man. I mean, their stats are pretty equal, but at this point, I think it's really by preference. And what he's done for the game of basketball, especially at the point guard position, being over freaking 6'8", playing the point guard position, completely revolutionized the game. I'm going with Magic Johnson.
And he went to Michigan State, so that's why Gabe liked him too.
That's why.
Shout out to my Spartans, baby.
My goodness.
And he beat a disease too.
Oh my
God! You ain't just beat Larry Bird.
Somebody mute him. Please mute him.
Shout out to Magic, man.
We gonna get taken off this.
I know you about to have me saying all kind of stuff. We're gonna all be censored.
It's terrible. Shout out to Matt. He beat a disease and opened a chain of movie theaters. All right. Next up, Dre.
The NJR is trash, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the. It's not really unbelievable, but I'm gonna go with Larry. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna go with Larry Bird because Larry didn't have Kareem. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, what a
thing
to say.
He had Parrish. he had Danny Ainge, and he had Kevin McHale. Like all three of them is not compared to Kareem. I'm
Don't
sorry.
leave out. You can't leave out Robert Parrish either.
I said Robert Parrish. You just
All of them are Hall of Famers, Dre.
I understand that. I totally. They're great basketball players.
McHale,
But Kareem was so easy to pass to and get assists. I mean, let's be honest. That's why the bulk of Magic's assists was to Kareem in his childhood.
Stop
like,
it,
come
man.
on.
Stop
let's
it,
just be
man.
honest.
Don't disrespect James Worthy
mean,
like that, bro.
And
Come on, bro.
Larry Bird was a great defender. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was all defensive team 3 times in a row. Like, let's not forget about that. Plus, we already know how he was as a perimeter shooter. That's, I mean, it's Larry Bird. I mean, one of the greatest, if not top 3 3-point shooters of all time. Don't do that. Don't disrespect Larry like that. So I'm gonna go with the underdog in this because I know everybody probably gonna pick Magic. But Larry was a demon in his time, and he was a great competitor. He talked trash like nobody else. One of the only white boys I know in the NBA who wasn't scared to talk trash to a black dude. You know what I'm saying? And not scared to fight him at all. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to throw them hands. So, big ups to Larry. He was just one less in pretty much every MVP dynamic of Magic Johnson. Playoffs, NBA seasons. He got 2 less championships than Magic Johnson. But what do you expect? He didn't have Kareem. So,
all right, this is blasphemy. Stop it. So Kevin McHale is one of the greatest power forwards to ever live.
He is, but he is not Kareem. I'm sorry. He is not Kareem. He's not Kareem. And it's no slight second to him and Kareem. It's not.
But he also had Robert Parrish.
You keep repeating this man's name like it's gonna change my mind. It's not. I picked who I pick, and it's not based on preference, but it's based on the fact that Larry Bird was a phenomenon. I don't think he gets enough credit, honestly, as to how dynamically. Oh wow, yeah,
he is right where he is respected.
Norman, I picked who I picked. We gonna go to the next person.
Stand on your square.
That's what's up, Dre. I'm with you on that one.
Dre, good job.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Larry Bird, also known as the Hick from French Lick. There you go.
Hey, Norman's doing a great job.
Hey,
he's rapping more often, man.
He's the Hick from French Lick, Indiana. Look it up. Larry Bird.
That's what's up.
That's a new one for me.
Hey, never know. You never know. And that's why I'm the ref. Next up, we're going to stop. Speaking of Indiana, let's stop over in Kokomo. Brian, who you got?
Well, according to Chat GPT, Bird and Johnson had 2 different, very widely different styles.
Not the AI.
Their styles weren't even, comparable really. So, Bird was known for his shooting ability, his ability to kind of score. He had clutch performances, and he had a deadly jump shot. Johnson, on the other hand, he was known for his assists, his ability to, make plays and be extraordinary in his playmaking, and he excelled at passing and making his teammates better. His control and his tempo, it made the game great, which made him a great point guard. So, when it all boils down to it, my grandparents, they lived in Lansing, Michigan, and Magic Johnson was born in Lansing, Michigan. So I'm going with Magic Johnson.
Boo.
Right.
Boo.
Hey, Brian. Magic also beat Larry Bird in college too at the national championship. By the way,
That's what's up. But
so you know that
Larry Bird wasn't born in Lansing.
Lansing ain't even the original capital of Michigan. Who cares if he was from Lansing? And I ain't gonna say respectfully.
I just heard a whole lot of hater.
All right.
Go Lansing.
That AI is broke. That AI is broke.
There is a disclaimer on ChatGPT that just said the information may be inaccurate. So keep that in mind.
This information ain't inaccurate. This real.
So
This real
let's
information.
keep that in mind as we use our AI friend. All right. Next up, let's slide over. Darrell, who you got, man?
This was actually a little bit tougher than I first thought. I think they're, again, like you said, it does come down to preference. Bird was great. I mean, especially the better defender between the two. But I'm definitely going to have to go with Magic Johnson. To me, he was LeBron before LeBron. That 6'9", power forward who should have been a power forward, who could control the ball, who had the handles, who could pass, who could score, who could do it all. I mean, again, like you said, he played all 5 positions on the court at any time. Who does that make it? He was basically the prototype for your LeBrons, your Durants, all these players that we have today that fit that same taller players that handle the rock. Again, I mean, that to me is the reason I would pick him. It's just the way he was different from the rest. He didn't just fit the mold for that type of player. Normally, like I said, that 6'9" player, you power forward. That's where you're going, or maybe even small forward. But that's he broke that mold. I don't take nothing from Larry, but he played his role. He did what he had to do. But to me, the edge goes to Magic.
All right. Magic, another one for Magic Johnson. So, okay, so far he's ahead. Well, Jay, it comes to you, brother. What you got?
Make the right choice.
This was a back and forth for me. On my mother's side, it was split. It was a split household because a lot of my uncles and them were Laker fans, and my mother was a Larry Bird fan. She was a Boston fan.
You wore the black
Magic
Converses?
Who?
So your mom wore the
up,
black Converses? Those are the Larry Bird Converses.
Right.
I don't listen. She never told me if she did, but she was a huge Boston fan. She loved Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and all them. And my uncles and all, they loved even my grandmother. She was a big Laker fan. They loved Magic, Kareem, and everybody on the Lakers team. Magic is definitely, like Gabe said, was that point guard. 6'8". You see today in the NBA, the average point guard is what, 6'6", 6'7". Now, Magic was flashy. He's the reason why there's Showtime in LA with the flash. He's the reason why. But I'm going with the underdog, Larry. This is why I'm going with Larry Bird. This is why I'm going with Larry Bird.
Mm-mm-mm.
The reason
Because
he's the
Dre picked
underdog.
him.
No.
I have no influence over Jay. Jay is a smart man. He understands where I'm coming from.
The reason I'm picking Larry is because I'm looking at his stats. Yes, Magic has 2 more championships over him. Yes, Magic beat him in the Final Four. In to win the championship. Yes, everyone's always talking Magic, and no one really gives that much respect to Bird. A lot of times they forget what he's done for the game. Okay, Larry, his defense is obviously better than Magic's. Okay, but Gabe, like you said, Magic won the championship, but who won the National Player of the Year? Larry Bird did. Okay, Magic was the biggest talk out of high school. Larry Bird was just a small little kid from Indiana. What happened? He ended up making a name for himself and going against Magic. Still beat him out. He also beat Magic for the NBA Rookie of the Year. I'm sure that still burns Magic to this day. Even though Magic had won the championship for the Lakers at that time.
Yeah, while Larry was at home. But
He was faithful to his wife, Larry.
Wow.
What's wrong with you, man?
I thought we couldn't bring in education and all this other
Look, let me
shit.
tell you something.
Talking about this man infidelity.
Sin shows an infidelity. Look, I can't even say it.
Right.
We got you. I got you.
Infidelity.
Infidelity.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Homie.
I'm looking at these stats. Larry has Magic definitely got his points, but Larry has more points than Magic. He's got more rebounds than Magic. Only the one of the stats that Magic has over is obviously assists over Larry Bird. Okay. There's 3 more words that Larry has over Magic. Larry's an NBA Coach of the Year. He's also an NBA All-Star Game Coach, and he was NBA Executive of the Year.
I thought we were talking about
what that got to do with his plan?
like this man,
because he was a coach.
Let this man talk.
Because we talking about what he has done for the game of basketball.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. That just sounded good.
I know you don't. It sounded good. Larry Bird has always been the underdog during the 80s or during basketball because he's always compared to Magic. Okay? So I'm going with Larry Legend himself. And like Andre said, his trash talking was they say he was up there with Gary Payton's trash talk.
Yeah, he was.
He would make you pay.
No, Gary Payton is up there with Larry's trash talk.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Thank you for pointing that.
Okay, Gabe. We know
let's
you
keep
wanted
it
to
real.
go.
Larry is the best trash talker to ever do it. I'm gonna be.
You want to? Do you want to retract your pick?
No.
Hey,
right.
Listen. I feel like most of them farm boys from Indiana are just big trash talkers in because they confident. Yeah, Larry's confidence was bar none. Okay, so I'm going with that man from Boston, from by way of Indiana, Larry Legend.
Larry Legend it is. All
Two
right.
great dynasties, though. Two great times,
obviously, yeah.
100%.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, that was good. That was a good
wonderful.
matchup. Good matchup. Good matchup. All right, so we get headed into our main event, but
This the one.
the main event.
So who won? Who won?
Well,
Who
Magic won that one. He won 3-2.
Cat. You had us excited like Jay was the
Jay had a great argument. He did. I mean, but
he was the benefactor.
Wait, you talking about when he told us that Larry had 3 kids, 1 wife?
The husband of 1 wife.
Hey, don't try to come in my pick when your pick can't be faithful. That's why he has that. Never mind.
Wow.
Let's not mention the sins of our fathers trickles down to the sons. Ooh, geez.
Oh my!
Don't go there.
He talking about EJ the DJ. All right.
I'm sick of
Respectfully.
right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We hope y'all enjoying the show.
Oh man.
At any moment, we will be canceled. No.
All right, we're gonna slide into our main event. This is the big time here, so everybody buckle up and hold on. We're gonna bring them on in. So, next up on the charts, we got Triple Threat. Kobe,
R.I.P.
Mamba.
MJ, and LeBron. This should be really, really good on this one. So, let's see where we start.
Two Lakers against the Bulls.
2 Lakers against the Bulls. So, in the
Do we
spirit
consider
of fun,
LeBron a Laker?
We don't know what to call
Look,
LeBron.
he's a
gonna go to
Cavs.
another-
LeBron is a
Lakers.
goat.
He's
That's what he is.
he's a triple threat.
With my limited basketball IQ, I do know that
Only
guy
player
does a
to
lot of
win
traveling.
with multiple teams.
Thank you,
NBA
Andre.
history.
Leave that for your argument.
Well, I hope y'all got your arguments ready. Here we go. Starting off from the top. Brian, what you got?
Well, you gotta hold on. ChatGPT ain't that fast.
Do you need a minute, sir? Do you need a minute?
No, I'm good. ChatGPT said put some respect on my name. As soon as I said that, they just start spitting out stuff.
All right, let's go.
All right, so first of all, I want to preface my comments today before I go to Deacon Chat GPT. So I'm gonna tell you personally. I'm gonna give you personal preference. I'm gonna tell you that whenever these 3 individuals are in verses together, in my opinion, and I know I'm going to lose Dre and Gabe, but LeBron is a non-starter. Like, he's not even in the running, in my opinion. I know I just lost half the world, but for me, because my basketball IQ is what it is, I live in the nostalgia of what I know.
No.
And for me personally, when I think of great basketball, and sportsmanship and conduct, etc., LeBron don't make it. So really, this right here is Kobe versus Jordan for me.
Oh my God.
I mean, let.
That's just personal
I can understand your point of view, Brian, and I respect it because LeBron can play any position. Kobe and Jordan can only play one.
That's what y'all say that for y'all argument. I'm talking about me right now. So ChatGPT said,
Wait, did you say like their sportsmanship is the reason why LeBron is not? Did you say that?
I just talked about just basketball, what I know about basketball, conduct, sportsmanship, etc.
Sounds like a bandwagoner to me.
A bandwagoner? I'm not sure what that means.
You talking about the same Michael Jordan who punched his teammate in the eye?
You know what a bandwagoner is.
Is y'all gonna let me finish what ChatGPT said, or what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. We already know what y'all choices is. We might as well have started with y'all and just said LeBron.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brian.
Anyway, these three players often end up in this conversation about the GOAT, greatest of all time conversation. And honestly, being the greatest is subjective. Not a personal preference, which is why LeBron not in the list, because I personally don't like the guy.
You don't like the guy, or you don't like the player, because it's a difference.
You're right. You're accurate, but the player is the guy.
Man, that sounds personal.
Yeah, this is personal. Not like he stole your girl.
No, he's just not. I can't even talk to y'all LeBron people because it won't matter what I say. Anyway,
we pretty neutral, so you can talk to us.
But anyway, so comparing these players can be subjective according to ChatGPT. Depends on personal preference. Each player has their unique styles and strengths. For me, I'm going with Kobe.
Kobe. All right.
I can't be mad at that.
I can't be mad at him.
Deacon Chat.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Absolutely.
But just make sure just make sure that's not the reason you picking him.
No, it's not because
Because usually anytime somebody say rest in peace Kobe after they pick Kobe is the reason they picking Kobe.
Oh, is that right? Well, then I recant my rest in peace Kobe. I'll say that at the end of the show.
Okay.
I pick Kobe
How can
because
you recant rest in peace, man? That's what? Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
That's that Lazarus effect.
Be in anguish right now. Like,
rise up, Kobe, rise up.
Man, that's cold.
No, I just think why would I say Kobe? I think honestly I think it just goes back to nostalgia for me. I think growing up, Kobe was the ball player whenever I would watch basketball that I would want to watch. Like I would want to watch him play. I liked his style, his character as a human, and appreciated his ability to be on the court, creating camaraderie and building team. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
That was a very, very political answer. Very good.
Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, hey, I already told y'all before we got on this show what was about to happen, so now y'all have received it.
Amen.
Brian loves him because he's a girl dad also. So
yes,
I'm with
girl
it.
Dad.
He's the one that started that girl dad.
All right. So,
And he won an Emmy too.
Just don't pick Gabe or Dre next.
Oh no,
please.
It's fine. I mean, a little
Pick
known
somebody
fact,
else.
Little known fact: 2 of these people have cry face emojis, so that's always great for that. But moving on, we have
that is pretty accurate. Norm.
that's pretty accurate. Well,
Thank you for bringing that up.
No
that
problem.
helps my argument a little bit.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. All right,
Not
next
the
up,
cry face emoji.
Dre. Who you got, brother? Who you got, Dre?
This was a close one for me. Very close. Ooh, like I'm talking about like maybe 0.1% close. I'm gonna go with LeBron, and it's not. This is not because that I'm a previous LeBron fan. Just to put that in there. Yeah, I'm not.
That previous,
Right.
Yeah. This is wholeheartedly off of, my basketball IQ. But Jordan, of course, Jordan is Jordan. Jordan is or was the face of the NBA. In a way, he kind of still is. So,
Is he? Still?
I mean, if we're still wearing, I mean, the fact that, yeah, he still is. Because I gotta say, because I mean, you can't mention the NBA without Jordan. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like globally, you can't mention the NBA without Jordan.
Well, people without a basketball IQ could.
not even so. Like even people that don't know basketball know who Michael Jordan is.
Yeah, man. They still buy shoes.
But they can mention NBA and not mention Jordan. Like, never mind. I'll let you finish your argument.
All right.
But they can. They can though.
Okay.
All right, you done?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
All right, let him get his argument out. Let him get his argument out.
It was.
Did nobody tell him to let me get my argument out?
Wait. Hold on.
Give him a text.
Let the record show that I stood up for you not more than 20 minutes ago.
He acting like Draymond. He acting like Draymond Green.
Okay,
He acting like Draymond Green. Give him a text.
Okay.
Now I do know who that is. Don't compare me to him.
He's from Lansing though. So,
I don't care where he's from.
He's from Saginaw. That's where I'm from. So,
Hey, he's another person who likes to hit their teammates in the face.
Kobe and LeBron was the very close struggle for me, just because and the only reason LeBron got one up over Kobe, because I wanted to pick Kobe, is because Kobe really wasn't a team player and he didn't develop players around him. That's what I mean when I say LeBron, because overall his basketball IQ is 1 to none. I'm gonna just be honest, and I think that's a lot of why he's compared to Magic Johnson, because at the time Magic Johnson's basketball IQ was 1 to none, and he developed the players around him. And you can argue that Kobe's basketball IQ was 1 to none as well, but there were certain attributes missing that didn't qualify him as, to me, the greatest player of all time. Now, we knew Michael Jordan off top was a ball hog, so we're not even going to put him in that, spectrum of development for players. The players had to develop themselves around him just because they knew that the ball was going to Michael Jordan, so they had to get it how they could. But yeah, LeBron for me, and it's not because of a fan base or because if anybody know in this chat, or if anybody know in this podcast, I was a huge LeBron James fan. I would go to the T with him. But it's not that I'm not a LeBron James fan. It's just I respect LeBron James as a player. But as a fan, I don't care for fan bases no more, just because all they do is spew propaganda anyway. And I had to look in the mirror and say, LeBron has flaws, a lot of them. So for me, LeBron James, just based off of my intellectual nature of the game. But it was definitely a struggle with him and Kobe, for sure.
LeBron James. All right. Next up, Darrell, who you got, brother?
All right. So
I feel like we know who Darrell got.
Yeah. We didn't need to ask this.
Oh man, we know who him and Brandon got.
Hey. I mean, how can you argue though? I mean, the greatest of all time, Michael, Jeffrey, Jordan. Come on, let's go. Like, I mean, first off, I can't pick Kobe, because how can you pick somebody to be the greatest of all time who based their game off somebody else's?
Ooh.
Kobe's game was based on Michael Jordan.
No,
Come
he's
on.
right. He's right. He's definitely
You
right. If
can
you
watch
look at-
Kobe Bryant's game and then
Yeah.
go look up Jordan's. You will find the footage that matches everything Kobe's doing. So how can he be greater than the person you're basing your play on? Now, the other one, I mean, between LeBron and Jordan, the thing that gives to me Jordan the edge is from the business side of things.
Boo!
Oh, come on, man. You and Jeremy, y'all gotta quit with this.
First of all, I did not
Branding,
want to
marketing.
mention this man's business because I got a lot to say about that. Now we talking business.
No. I'm saying Jordan changed the game when it comes to that.
Let me mute my mic.
What? How not? They're like again. We are wearing this man's shoes today.
Don't say we.
James
Don't say we.
He's more comfortable.
Say y'all.
I'll give you. I'll give you that, Dre. LeBron's are more comfortable,
Y'all.
but I mean, this man changed the game when it came to the endorsements and everything like that. He set the stage for the players that follow him to making the money they make now.
True.
I mean, can't nobody really argue that?
Okay.
Well, come on, Pastor B. Come on.
I thought we were talking about basketball play.
No,
We're talking
that's-
about bank accounts and
We
I
talking
mean,
about practice.
that's part of the
Talking about
game.
practice?
The business side of the game is part of the game.
We talking
Okay,
about practice.
and
I have
even-
heard that.
And even when it comes to the game, for me, if the game's on the line, I would rather have Jordan than LeBron. Jordan to me,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I hear you, Dre. The numbers say differently, but okay.
I mean, again, hey, to me, Jordan had that killer instinct. LeBron, to me, I mean, he shows it sometimes, but he's not consistent with it.
Let's be honest. Kobe is the most clutch player in NBA history.
Oh, I'll give you that. Oh, I mean, he definitely
Gabe, stop shaking
did
your
what he
head.
did well. I like that when it came to clutch, Kobe definitely, locked that down. But I still would put the ball in the hands of Jordan.
Okay.
All right, Michael
That's
Jordan. Hey, speaking, y'all see that new movie Air? Heard that's pretty good. Y'all see that?
Yeah,
That's what they
it's all about. It's
Hey,
all
Darrell,
about.
I'm
It's all
surprised you
about
ain't bring
Brandon.
up championships.
Oh,
It's all
I
about
mean,
Brandon.
That's
Norman.
the
It
easy
ain't
one.
got nothing to do with Michael Jordan.
That's the
okay.
the easy one. Everybody know when you start doing that, you're gonna look at the championships, and I mean, hey, the numbers speak for themselves.
Viola Davis wasted a lot of her time with that movie. She should have moved on to something.
Oh,
They could have picked a stand-in for that.
Oh man,
Well,
she's good
look,
though.
Well, I hear he didn't
Jordan-
endorse it. He didn't endorse it.
Jordan wanted Viola.
wanted
Minor.
Viola
Yeah,
Davis.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But
Jordan
he
was like,
wanted Wahlberg, one of the worst actors of all time.
oh, I don't know about Wahlberg, but I know he wanted Viola.
I cannot stand that dude as an actor. He's so awful.
I thought you would have said Ben Affleck.
First
Why?
of all, we're gonna do a versus the worst actors in entertainment.
Okay, I'm with that. Versus of the worst actors. I'm with that. All right, cool.
Versus,
but
I mean,
Daryl
but-
picked.
yes,
Go ahead,
and then to go to Gabe's point, yes, of course, the 6 championships to the 4, the 5 MVPs to the 4, the 6 Finals MVPs to the 4. All that stuff. Of course.
That factors in. That's everybody's argument. The 6 championships, the MVPs. I get it. I mean, because this is you got to add
Who's
this.
next, Norm?
Jeez. Okay.
So
I
clearly,
already knew this
I'm gonna say
conversation was
clearly,
about to be.
clearly Jordan is not your pick game.
Hey, since Gabe, you know what? Since you won it so tough, Jay, you next.
Gabe gonna be last.
That is funny.
We already know.
We're in a 3-way tie right now.
That's right.
It is a 3-way tie. LeBron can. I'm not even worried about LeBron.
Wow. You like Ohio State, and you call yourself Ohio State.
I'm a Ohio State fan. Don't get me wrong. That's one reason. I mean, that's one. I respect LeBron for that. But I'm not saying LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron's not good. I know he's literally one of the greatest of all time. Okay, he's an easy top three. Okay, I respect his game. I know he hustles for the ball. He's a hustler. He makes everyone around him better. His basketball IQ is top tier. It doesn't make any sense how good his basketball IQ is. Okay, but for me personally, it always came down between Michael and Kobe. The reason is because I'm living near Chicago. All you know is Bulls. All right, that's it. That's all you know is Chicago Bulls, and all talks is always Michael Jordan. Matter of fact, you go to some stores, you still got Michael Jordan jerseys hanging up. This man hasn't played in over 20-something years since, you know what I mean? So is and then Kobe, he's the reason why I started playing basketball in the first place. Is because of Kobe. This one's tough for me. But overall, man, I'm definitely going to have to. I'm going with Kobe on this one. I'm going with Kobe.
Respect that. Yeah.
I'm going with Kobe. Not because he passed away, but just because
you see what I mean, Brian? Every time somebody say I'm gonna go with Kobe, and it's not because he passed away. They always say that. Rest in peace.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, and then you brought it up. So
go ahead, Jay.
Kobe,
My bad.
Kobe. Now I watched Michael, but I only watched Mike at the end of his career when he was playing for the Wizards.
Man.
Yeah, at the end, I only seen highlights of him playing through the '90s. I was a baby when he was playing at the peak of his career. But Kobe, I seen pretty much his whole entire career. Okay, like I said, he's the one I started. Reason why I play basketball, but just the intensity and the hard work and the love of the game that he played with was outstanding. Now we understand he was a ball hog and he didn't make any of his teammates better. We all know that and get that. Okay, we understand. But he's got 5 championships, which is one under Jordan. He's got Finals MVP. He's an 18-time All-Star. Okay, he's got a lot of awards. Okay, and so Kobe. You can't tell me none of y'all, when y'all was just in school, crumpled up a piece of paper, shooting. Who did you say? You said Kobe, because you knew how clutch he was.
Stockton.
Okay. No one's saying Stockton. No one is saying Stockton.
Malone.
No one's saying Malone.
Rodman.
Manny.
But for me, it's Kobe only because his love and intensity of the game of basketball. Yes, he modeled his game after MJ. We all know that. It's literally a copy. It is a copy. But when you come down to it, we all just said it earlier. When you need the game winning shot, or you go and put the ball in Kobe's hands, because he's going to get that shot off. You know it. All right. So I'm going with Kobe Bean Bryant. Right. And he has an Oscar. I just want to put that out. He's the only one out of these two that have an Oscar.
No, I'm gonna say this as a disclaimer. Then we can give it to Gabe. Kobe's best. Don't get me wrong. Kobe's basketball IQ was crazy, but it was from an individual standpoint.
It was.
But why do y'all say that when he averaged assists? It's not like he never had any assists.
We didn't say he didn't assist his team in baskets. Mm-hmm. We said he just never developed his team around him. They was kind of on their own. Kobe was like Denzel Washington in that one movie with Viola Davis.
Oh, Fences?
Yeah, Fences. Yeah, he was. Who said I got to love you? He pretty much fed the team and told them good luck. Remember when he walked in the locker room and told them, "Y'all don't deserve to wear my shoes."
He did say that.
He did say that.
He did say that. But let's be clear though. The first pair of Kobe's first couple ones were kind of trash though. I mean,
that was saying a lot about them then.
I mean,
I think the thing about Kobe was in those practices, you know, he was like another version of Mike. I think he just demanded excellence and perfection from his teammates. Now, he didn't develop him like he should have, but his passion for the game was so high. He wanted his teammates to have that same level of intensity, the same as his, you know. So that's why I go with Kobe. That's why I go with Kobe. Kobe's my goat.
Kobe's your man. So there we go. Good job, Jay. You're saying the remake is better than the original. Good job.
That's another episode, y'all. Just to get.
And it usually is.
All right, now, last but certainly not least.
Oh, here you go.
From the city of Grand Rapids, the assistant pastor of City of Pentecost.
You don't got to do all that.
Because Gabe about to get dirty.
Right.
All right.
Don't mention church now.
No, the son of the illustrious Bishop Jordan himself.
Come on.
Oh, Lord.
Gabe Jordan, come on, brother.
Now, let me change my whole tone then. First, let me attack something real quick. Daryl brung up championships.
Here we go.
MJ has 6 championships to LeBron's 4. 6 finals MVPs to LeBron's 4. It would seem to me like championships are a major part in your argument, correct?
I mean, they're part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, got you. So if championships are a major part of the argument, don't you think we should bring Bill Russell into this decision or this conversation?
God, I knew he was coming with it.
Because Bill Russell has
the argument. It's not the argument.
Bill Russell. No. This is going to play to my point. Bill Russell has.
You should have called him Attorney Gabe Jordan. Like, yeah.
Bill Russell has.
Bill
Russell has 11 championships, and he's played 12 seasons. That's impressive.
Oh, it is.
John Havlicek has 7 championships. Robert Horry has 7 championships.
With multiple different teams.
So I think in this argument, it's not fair to base who's the GOAT off of championships, like Darrell said. We should base it.
That was a minor point in my argument.
Exactly. Quote the man correctly.
I just said, like Darrell said, we need to base the whole body of work. Would you guys say? The whole body of work.
Can you just give us your
So when
stats?
it looks okay, let me give you the facts.
Okay. So LeBron,
LeBron is the only player to have over 30,000 points, over 8,000 assists, over 8,000 rebounds, and he's going to end his career top 5 or top 10 in every single category in basketball.
Man, he said that like an organ's going to back him up.
I'm waiting for it.
This one of them everybody deserves music moments. He gonna get this.
Hey, no, I don't want the Hammond. Just play the keys.
He gonna get this one.
I mean, but wouldn't you say? 5 extra seasons definitely would do that.
I knew you would say that. I knew you would.
So if we look at these averages, let's look at these averages. Who averages more per game?
No. I knew you would say that. So MJ is known as one of the best, if not the best scorer in basketball. Tell me why, when LeBron passed MJ in points, not only did he pass him in points, but he passed him with less shot attempts. That means that LeBron is not only scoring more than MJ, but he's more efficient than MJ.
Or shoots more threes.
And nobody
don't matter.
Nobody told Jordan to go play baseball.
It don't matter. It don't matter. When you look at the timeline, When you look at the timeline, they match the timeline with the same amount of games each of them has played. And LeBron still eclipsed Jordan in points. And points is not even his best attribute as a player. He's a facilitator. Hence why he's top 5 in points, top 5 in assists, who happens to just pass Magic Johnson, the best point guard to ever play in assists, by the way, and also top in rebounds. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that he won a championship on every single team he played on, which tells us that he did not need a specific player like Michael Jordan to win a championship. If Michael Jordan didn't have Scottie Pippen, he would never have any championships. Point blank, period. Do you know how I know, Daryl?
How?
Because he hasn't done it.
Oh
He didn't win before Scottie got there, and he dang sure didn't win after he left Scottie.
You can't forget
At the
about
Wizards.
Kurt and Rodman either.
You said what?
You can't forget about Kurt and Rodman.
My point is MJ needed specific players to win. LeBron didn't. After he won the championship, he went to the next team. After he won that championship, he went to the next team.
But
and he won more championships.
It's not like he didn't have quality players on his team.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, Gabe. That's a little far fetched. Because
how is that far fetched?
I can't let you get away with that.
How is that far fetched? How is that far fetched? It happened.
His first championship was with Kyrie.
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Dwayne Wade. So let's be honest. The Dwayne Wade is definitely top 5.
Top 5 in what?
Shooting guards. In
okay.
He don't get enough credit, but Bosh is definitely top 5 and top 5
Dre,
to 7.
So tell me this:
forwards.
Out of his team in Miami, how many of them are top 75 on the top 75 list? Ever?
Not any of them outside of Wade and Bosh.
No, Bosh is not on the top 75 list.
Well, I mean, he should be.
But he's not though. Let's go to MJ's team. How many players did he play with that's on the top 75 list?
What? 2?
MJ, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman. Not to mention Ron Harper. Not to mention he had Horace Grant. I'm not saying you don't need help to win a championship. But what I am saying
you can't
is,
make it seem like LeBron's teams were trash though.
Yeah.
Was that 017 trash or not that he took to the finals? Jay, please tell me who was on his team.
Well, understand.
Please tell me who was on this team.
Understand this: LeBron endured the same pain that Jordan did, just not as long. Because come on, let's be honest. Spurs bullied him just because
he did not endure the same team. Because another argument is you can argue that the competition LeBron played was greater.
Well, no, I'm going back to your statement when you saying LeBron. So Jordan didn't win prior to Scottie Pippen, right?
Correct.
And LeBron didn't win prior to Dwayne Wade, right?
Correct. But he won after him.
With who? Irvin?
Kyrie took the last shot.
Yeah. So
and who blocked the shot to keep it at a tie?
Okay, the block.
Give the whole context, man. Right, the block heard around the world.
Past it, you got to wrap it up, man. You got to wrap it up.
They interrupted me.
Okay, all right.
Pull his coattail. Pull his coattail.
Okay, pass it. Come on, final statement. Come on,
expedite.
Man, we already know his answer, so he don't even.
No, that ain't the truth. Y'all interrupted me.
You're right. Go ahead.
30 seconds.
But anyway, LeBron won on every single team he's been on. That's quite the accomplishment because no one else has ever done it, including Michael Jordan. And he's also in the series that he played against Golden State. He's also the only player to lead every single category in points, assists, rebounds, steals. He led every single person in every single category. That's 24 people. So LeBron's overall game to me, and don't get me wrong, I love MJ. I love Kobe. To me, MJ is second. I can't argue with you if you put him first. But to me, LeBron is the greater overall player.
All right, wonderful.
I just want to point out.
I'm glad it's over.
I just want to point out your overall great player made NBA third team. Just want to let you know.
Yeah, at 38. What was it? At 38?
Third team.
Okay, so look,
What did MJ make at 38?
Oh my God! making a.
No, because he played for the Wizards.
We don't count those. We don't count that year. We don't count that year.
You gotta count every year.
You gotta count every year. All right,
Even his baseball. What's his baseball stats?
We'll talk about the baseball stats.
Horrible.
Well, looks like.
How about this? Who made the better Space Jam movie?
Definitely wasn't LeBron.
Let's keep it on the court,
Well,
fellas.
let's think about this.
Let's keep it on the court, fellas.
Let's keep it a buck. We were kids when Space Jam came out, so
Sure
our
is.
imagination was a
Watch
lot
it
wilder than being adults. So
That
maybe
is
that's a
true.
question. Maybe that's a question for kids.
I don't know, man.
go back to
My 9-year-old saw the Space Jam. And he didn't like it at all.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
So
There's your answer.
So there it is. But all right, so good game, good, very robust discussion, as Bishop Gates would say. So we got a two-way tie between Kobe and LeBron. So I'm gonna talk to the master of ceremony.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
two-way
two
tie.
of y'all pick Kobe, two of y'all pick LeBron, and MJ
Wow.
was by himself. So master of
That's
ceremonies,
crazy.
Jay, do you want to do a speed round real quick, or are we good? What you say, brother?
We can do a speed round real quick
Okay.
before we get out of here. And also, we want y'all in the comments, please. We want to know who's y'all go amongst all
Well,
these
you know
players.
what? Let
Yeah,
let
I
them
need the rest of y'all to come on.
let them be the last pick. The chat.
Okay.
The chat.
And then
All
we
right.
counted up. We counted up once. Well, we can't count. Ain't no way we can count it up. But in our time frame that that it's live, we're going to count up
We're counting.
how many Jordans.
Okay,
in.
so this is
Let's
gonna
go.
be this is gonna be the DLC match. Now, all we need is just which one you think is better. So you don't gotta give explanation. Just look at it. I'm gonna call your name, and you say which one you want.
No
Right?
explanation, Bishop Jordan.
No explanation. We're gonna just go right into it. This is a DLC match, speed round, because we gotta get out of here. Here we go. Next up, Phil Jackson,
Oh my God.
Pat Riley.
Oh my God.
You cannot do that, man. You always doing this crap, Norm. You always doing it.
Oh, my God.
Goodness.
No, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give
No,
you
no explanation. Just
No
pick.
explanation. I'm gonna give you a few. I'm gonna give you seconds to think about it. Think about the legacy. Think about
It's
the
crazy
rings.
because both of these Negroes coach Jordan, so it's like not even fair.
Think about the rings. Think about the teams they were
I
on.
really did.
Yeah, Pat Riley was the coach before Phil Jackson was.
So
Look it up.
you got about 10 more seconds. Y'all think about it. I'm gonna call your name. All I want is a name.
Oh my God. These two have coached literally Hall of Famers, bro. Like, oh my God.
Gabe, how can't you know that?
Because he didn't coach MJ.
No, he didn't.
Pat Riley didn't coach MJ?
No.
Sure.
No,
Yeah.
Nah.
he was with the Knicks before. He was with the Knicks.
All right. Okay. Well, here. Okay. Let's while y'all doing that, I'll look up. I'll look it up. Here we go. Pat Riley's coaching career. So let's see real quick, just so we can.
Oh, sorry, the Lakers. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
So
Not the Bulls.
he
He
went
coached the
from-
Lakers.
Yep, the Lakers, the Heat, and the Knicks.
My bad.
Lakers, Knicks, Heat. All right, here we go. Jay, who you got?
Holy cow. Of course I'm the first one. Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. All right, Dre.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. Durrell.
Gotta go with Phil.
Phil Jackson. That's 2. Gabe.
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. That's 3. Brian, what you got?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters, man. Come on.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. Oh, you just picked the name, man.
Whatever name sounds better.
All right.
No,
that's it.
Pat Riley coached the Lakers. I like the Lakers.
I'm going with the one who won
Phil
11
Jackson
championships.
coached the Lakers.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that, dude. I mean, you didn't see that sea of yellow behind the man.
Right.
Oh my God.
I didn't ask Chat GPT. There you
All
go.
right, well, that's the show. Jay's back in your hands, my friend.
Oh my God. Listen, man. Look, we hope y'all had a good time watching this episode, man. We had all making it, man. Listen, we want to know who's y'all GOAT, man. For real. We want
Brian,
to know.
you good?
Brian, his head hurt.
It's
That
stressful.
was stressful.
Hey, let's give it up to Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made some respectable calls. No illegitimate calls. From the
Hey,
refs.
I'm just looking at the chat. Brian said, mute me.
Oh, you didn't
Hey,
get
man.
muted.
See that Mike Kobe one that could have went for a while. That probably should have been a whole episode by itself. We was about to go at it on that one.
You know, well, maybe one time we'll do like a whole episode.
And we gotta have a guest for
Guess.
that one.
Yeah.
Like
We definitely gotta have.
Kobe beat MJ. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a first.
I mean, well, one of those votes really don't count. I'm just saying.
Every vote counts. Excuse me. This is America.
Hey,
man,
Daryl.
listen, oh,
Hey,
my
Brian
God.
said, I like Kobe because he's a girl dad, and I am too.
You should have picked them games since you are a girl dad too.
Nah.
You said nah.
Oh my God. Hey man, we have fun making this, man. Listen, we can talk sports all day. Pat, don't worry. Pastor B will be able to chime in more when football season starts.
Thank you. Get to a real sport.
Wow.
Wow. Listen, first of
Disrespect.
all, hey,
Pastor B
listen, we're gonna ignore him because his team's gonna
Disrespect.
he gonna pick Donovan McNabb as his best quarterback.
We're gonna
I don't know.
ignore
I don't know why Giannis wasn't in none of this conversation. That I could talk about Giannis.
Oh, he ain't no good. He ain't been in the NBA that long. Yeah, I don't even think he passed 6 seasons. Is he?
Yeah.
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 Is he? Okay.
He's at season. He's season.
He close to 10, ain't he?
10, I think. Yeah.
so.
He got drafted in 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, 2013 he got drafted.
Yeah, he's 10 seasons.
Mm-hmm. But listen, Pastor B will have more time to chime in during football season, especially since his Green Bay Packers is going to suck since A-Rod is gone.
No, they actually may do a lot better now that he's gone. Don't get me started on him. I'm glad he's gone. Sick of him. So they probably looking at the best season of ever.
Oh,
now
boy.
that he gone.
Hey, NFC North up to grab.
Hey, he got vaccinated for y'all, man. Chill.
Oh,
I don't know
my
why he
goodness.
did that. He should. Let's go, please.
He ain't been the same since.
Exactly. End the show, please.
Listen, we excited. We glad that y'all could join us on tonight's episode. Once again, I'm Jay Baldwin with Andre Buford, Norman Heath, Pastor B, Gabe Jordan, and Darrell Walls. Brandon, we missed you. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Listen,
Next
we are
time,
the Church
episode
Nerds
10.
We are the Church Nerds.
He probably
Pod-
somewhere singing.
Healing and delivering.
Y'all get ready for episode 10, man. We got something good for episode 10. Listen, we love y'all. We'll see y'all in Jesus' name. God bless y'all.